Andrew McCART, IFL TV and Association, get that down your neck, go on. Yeah, see, I wish I had one. I should have got one as well.
That's retirement, that is.
Exactly. Well, I'm working, so I'll leave it till I'm finished.
Yeah.
The association with MTK Global, with me I've got the man himself, Darren Barker. How are you, buddy?
I'm very well, thanks, mate, as you can see.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say, you're having a drink, but I've seen you doing your check weight upstairs. There's no comeback, is there?
No. So obviously was at the weigh-in today, there's scales up there, and I was having a bet with someone that I could get my weight bang on. I said 83.7, I was actually 85, but I had my clothes on. As jeans, you see, I'm a jeans, so I don't think I would have been far off, but I would never disgrace myself or embarrass myself and take myself off.
What did you fight at? 72?
72 and a half.
72 and a half.
Middleweight. But I used to walk around at probably about a little bit less than what I am now, probably 80, probably 82, 83 kilos. So I used to lose like about a lot of weight. Used to ruin me. Used to absolutely destroy me.
But you done it, and you became world champion done it that way. So I kind of want to talk about that fight. Do you ever have you got that on like record in your Sky planner back
so
home?
You know you can keep things, can't you? So obviously, not so much for me. You know, like I would never just go and watch that fight back ever. You know, but you know, don't get me wrong. I smashed the life out of it when it first happened. I was watching it all the time. Just because I couldn't believe it was me, I'm deadly honest. Like, I could not believe it was me, and that I'd been able to do that. But it's more at my mum and dad's house. You know, they've got it. They've all my trophies, all my medals, all my brother's medals. My dad's the most modest man in the world. You never hear him talk about himself. All of our achievements, as far as certificates and medals are concerned, is all there. So.
Well, that's good though. That's good that you go back to your mum and dad's house and you can.
No, it's nice. I'm always round there. I'm so close to my mum and dad. My family's really close, so it's so nice to go there and sort of reminded all the time that we've done alright, you know, we've done alright.
When you're buying your beer, there's obviously a fan there saying every day you get a photo of a former world champion, so that's quite humbling and good in itself, isn't it? Because even though that was how many years ago, 7, 8 years ago? Yeah. And people are still remembering and
look, Joe, what? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I honestly don't think, though I might not be the most knowledgeable about boxing compared to some of the other people out there, experts, pundits, commentators, fans, I personally don't think you can find anyone on the face of this earth who would like boxing more than me. Boxing is my life. It's been my life since a kid. I started boxing because I wanted to make my dad proud. My dad was a boxer. Like boxing is everything to me. Everything to me. Like I love the sport so much. And from
you can actually feel the passion from
I kid you not, it's my life. It is everything to me. And for me as a kid, a young kid, I'm not lying when I say this. I used to play out my whole career. We're talking about a 10-year-old boy in the kitchen playing out his ideal career path, and it would always end in not in the unfortunate circumstances how my career ended, but it would always end with me winning a world title in dramatic fashion. It was always, you know, and I can't believe that. Fast forward all these years that I lived my perfect career. Every single title. I used to, as a kid in the kitchen, like I say, on my own, no one there, shadowboxing, Southern area title, British title, Commonwealth title, European title, world title. Like, I achieved my ultimate career. I don't think people really understand that you will never find anyone more content.
Well, I can actually, they might not feel it on the camera, but sitting here right now, I can feel like the passion.
It's crazy. I give me goosebumps a little bit, because it's like, I guess the next thing with me is, it's hard to move forward in some respects, because it's like you've done your life work at 31. So then now what? So I'm sort of striving. My life's brilliant. I've got 3 amazing kids. I've got a beautiful wife. I've got a couple of gyms, and I'm living the dream with this job. Like I say, boxing is my life, and I'm talking to boxing. I'm talking about boxing to you, everyone here, and I'm talking. You know, I'm doing these shows with matches. I'm rubbing shoulders with legends and great people. I can't believe it. I'm so thankful to be in this.
The thing is, I can actually feel how humble you are still. Like sometimes
I feel like I'm rabbiting on about myself too much.
Well, I asked the question, but it's similar to me. Like I love boxing growing up as a kid. I boxed a little bit and then all this sort of stuff. And now I've got the dream job. Thank you, Coogan. Give him a shout out. But I've got my dream job now because I get to talk to guys like yourself and stuff like Dave Allen, who's over across the road there. I go across the way there. So again, I'm
you're the same as me. You're the same as me. We're just super fans, aren't we?
Exactly.
Last week on the show I do before the bell.
On YouTube.
On all match of social media channels. But last week, like we've been doing it for over a year now. And I like the list of people that I can say that I've interviewed is extensive, and these people are legends. But just the last 2 weeks, last week I'm interviewing Nigel Benn, like one of my favourite fighters growing up. Oh, like I went through his 3 fights in 1995. One of them being Gerald McLennan. Like, I'm standing there talking to him. I can't believe I'm stood next to him, let alone interviewing him. And then just yesterday, we did a pre-record for the show tomorrow. Ricky Hatton. Like, again, forget about what I've done. I'm a super fan. I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a fan of these people. I respect them so much. So.
Well, should we talk some boxing then?
There's all some boxing. Come on, mate.
Let's talk. I want to go back to last Saturday. Josh Taylor beat just prograde. I mean, for a lot of people, that was fight of the year. Was it fight of the year for you? Yeah, I'd say so because of what it meant to me personally as well. Because I was there commentating. A lot of people disagreed with my scoring. I had Taylor by 2. I had 115, 113, the same as the second judge. For me, just being involved in that from a work capacity as well was incredible. To be sat there that far from the ring, calling that fight was a special moment. At one point, I think Ed Draper elbowed me because I stopped talking because I was in awe of what I was watching. They were just so evenly matched, weren't they? And what I was so impressed with, aside from the skill and the bravery and all of that, the courage, was the concentration levels. It was similar to the one that we were treated to a couple of months ago, Campbell Lomachenko. You switch off for a split second, it could be over. Yes. You know, so to be that in tune to what you're doing for that length of time was impeccable. I was amazed. So the commentators would give me a nudge and say, like, you know, you've got to
start talking.
Down,
but I was just so impressed with what I was seeing. But yeah, for me it was a fantastic night. Along with the Burns Selby, there was a lot of rabbit punching. I actually didn't, on reflection, watching it back, I didn't bring it up enough that there was a lot of rabbit punching going on. But I scored it a draw, and I didn't actually tally that up as it was going on. I just counted it at the end, and it's happened that I was 114, which was one of the, I think, the first judge.
First judge, yeah.
A lot of close rounds to score, but just a great show. I really, really enjoyed it.
I want to pick up on something, going back to what the passion and people you like boxing. Like you just said that you're being that a foot away from the ring commentating. You've actually been in the ring, but you're still excited that the fact that you're just a foot away from the ring commentating is crazy.
It's a different emotion. Like Tony Sims would always say to me, "You're the most relaxed fighter I've ever seen." You know, I'm quite a laid-back person anyway, but
I can tell. Look, just a beer, chilling. Back down bar.
You know, but I never used to show my nerve. But I was very nervous. You know, for a mixture of reasons. You know, failure, losing, getting hurt,
comes with
getting, humiliating yourself in front of people, which is, in some respects, the last fight was a bit like that. But anyway,
you had injuries with it.
Yeah, do you know what? It is what it is. But being able to be sat there watching it, all of them emotions are gone. It's just pure excitement, and it just radiates out of me. I'm just buzzing to be sat there watching two men at the top of their game. That for me it was exceptional. It was honestly so good.
Well, I echo that as well, because sitting ringside as well, for me it was like, obviously being that I'm Scottish, I was all for Josh Taylor, but we just.
How did you have?
I had Taylor by 2 rounds as well. Burns Selby. I thought Burns nicked it for some reason.
Did you?
Again, I'm wearing a tartan hat and that sort.
Again, well, look, and I've got Tony Sims. You know, I support all of his fighters. You naturally can't help but be slightly biased. Very hard, even when you're supposed to be neutral. It's so hard, isn't it? But anyway, it was a great fight.
It was a great fight. But I want to just touch on something like being that how enthusiastic you are about boxing. I've just interviewed Dave Allen. He's wanting one more crack at the whip. Yeah. Are you still going to be involved?
Yeah, I've told Dave I don't particularly want him to do it, but it puts me in a very awkward situation because I'm not going to give up on him. Mm-hmm. He's my mate, and I still believe I can help him. If I didn't, I'd have to walk away. You know, I think people are quite short-sighted, and they were singing Dave and my praises during the build-up. You know, after Brown. You know, look how great Dave looks, what he's doing, blah blah blah. But for whatever reason, on the night he couldn't transfer it, and all of a sudden, you know, you're the worst trainer in the world. You know, Dave's the worst fighter in the world. You know, there's numerous things. I don't want to make any excuses because David Price got it right. But like I say, because I'm a boxing man, and I think I was quite a good technical boxer, and I think I have a good knack of being able to get instructions across in a simple way, and I think that's so important as a coach. You don't want to be too wordy. But anyway, like I say, if Dave wants to continue, I will continue to help him because I would never give up on my friend. He's strong-willed, he's tough, and this is his life. Boxing life.
Does feel like he's got hunger in his belly for this one, though.
Yeah, look, in there, I think the current climate of the heavyweight division, you're only one decent fight win away, from something really big. So though he got well beat against Price, we can admit that and we hold our hands up. He only has to stand in, you know, he's only got to get in there and win a fight of some sort of magnitude. Substance or magnitude, and there's a big fight there. There is a big fight, but he's got to tread carefully though. I think we need to look after him. There's talk there's Daniel Dubois, and I said to him, it's ridiculous, mate. You know, like, I think Daniel Dubois will go all the way. So he's got everything to go all the way. It's just completely wrong for Dave. So yeah, we've just got to be a little bit careful.
I spoke about the Hunter Povetkin. If Hunter beats Povetkin, would you take Povetkin coming off that loss? I mean, Povetkin is 37, 38 years old. Yeah. Still a big name in the heavyweight division. Yeah. I mean, probably the style suits David a little bit more. You know, the shorter guy.
Someone that wants to stand and fight with Dave and play into his hands, but there's a lot that Dave needs to do, which a little bit concerned that he didn't do on the night, and it's pretty simple. We all know that he's a tough man, but he's got to move his head. Like I say, watching them videos of him in training, he's non-stop. He's like one of them floor-to-ceiling balls, moving his feet, and he's got quick hands, and you know, he's got a good repertoire of punches, but he just did not do either. So I think, you know, Dave, you know, can, in my eyes, can still achieve something. What that is, and I'm not going to say he's ever going to win a world title. That will not happen, I'm afraid. But he could win something. I think he's got a big win in him if he can transfer what I've seen in the gym into fight night.
So how do you get that? How do you get what you work on in the gym? How do you transfer that onto fight night?
Look,
is that just something the fighter can do, or is that something that you can help him with? Or?
I can give him instructions in the corner. I can say this, can say that, but he's the one who's got to do it. And for whatever reason it is, sometimes it don't work. It doesn't happen. And again, I don't want to take nothing away from David Price. He fought a perfect fight. But you know, there's such a person or such a boxer called a gym fighter. Someone who looks amazing in the gym, but they can't transfer. So, in honest, I have to say, Dave's got to prove to me and himself that he's not a gym fighter, because what I've seen in the gym is brilliant. It's really good. It's pleasing to watch. You know, someone who's he's not a huge heavyweight, but he's got massive legs. Dave, to see him move around the ring, how he does, and put his shots together, is impressive. He's just, you know, he's yet to proper show everyone, including himself, that he can box. Yeah. But like I say, not to ramble on, if he continues to box, I will help him and advise him, because that's how it will start off. I was his unofficial advisor.
Have you got your licence yet?
Yeah, I got my licence. Yeah, I had to go to Scotland, funny enough. I had to go to
Glasgow.
No, Glasgow. We're far from Glasgow.
Bellshill?
Motherwell. It was Motherwell. I had to go there. Pissed down for 2 days, obviously.
Well, obviously, it's Scotland.
But yeah, I got my licence. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I enjoyed the process. To be fair, it was nice. You know, some real, again, like us.
If I was to go for my licence, do you have to go for that same thing even though it was Darren Barker?
No, of course, no.
Just give me my licence.
No. I had to go for the interview. I had to go for the course, and I would have wanted to do it that way. I don't want any special favours or anything.
You've got to be able to pull some strings, no?
Well, I didn't. I didn't.
Well, again, we're in Manchester. There's a reason why both of us are in Manchester.
Yep.
Anthony Crolla's farewell fight, Katie Taylor's bidding to become two-weight world champion. I want to just stay on Anthony Crolla a little bit.
Yep.
Ran at the same age as you when you retired. Is this the right time for Anthony Crolla to leave?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the right opponent. I think he will make Crolla look good. I do. It's without a doubt the right time to sign out. You know, Joe Gallagher put it well on the presser yesterday, saying Andy Crolla's been in the world top 10 rankings for about 200 and something days, and he wants to put in a good performance to show that he will bow out as a top 10 fighter. And I totally understand that. You know, I think that makes perfect sense. He, like Anthony said himself, he would love it if fans, etc., will say to him, "You lost $1 million there." Excuse the puns. Why don't you carry on? I think he wants to bow out as with a top 10 performance, world top 10 performance. And again, not getting carried away with the opponent, but you know, he's by far faced tougher opposition, but he's still got to do the job, and I think he will, and he'll look good doing it.
I said this to Anthony as well. I said the itchy knuckles type things for a fighter who's retired, like Ricky Hatton being one of them. He's came back. You see a lot of fighters who retire always come back. You didn't do it, but did you ever have itchy knuckles to take one more time?
Not at all. We had the little bit of back and forth with Sergio Martinez, but it was all tongue in cheek. And do you know what? As a fighter, you always miss the buzz, and I enjoyed the tiny little bit of buzz that surrounded that bit of talk. But honestly, would I have got in there? Probably not. No. I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all, because I said there, going back to start this interview, you know, I achieved my ultimate career, not goal, my ultimate career. I'm so content. I'm so content, and I remember myself, like I say, when I used to watch the Gill fight back, it's like, I can't believe that's me, because I'm so relaxed and, like I say, content and chilled out.
I remember watching the Gill fight, and he dropped you and hit me with that body shot, and it was like, I felt it, and you went down.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were banging your toes on the canvas, and I was like, he's not getting up, and somehow you got up.
But who knows? Like I said before that fight, win or lose, that would be my. If I was to lose, I'd never ever fight again. So who knows what would have happened? Who knows? I sort of made a promise to myself that I would win that title, and I hate what's the one word saying hate? I don't like keep going on about it all the time. That I'm dedicating all that to my brother, but I sort of made a promise to myself that I would achieve that final piece of the jigsaw to my brother. So who knows what would have happened if I wouldn't have.
Because I think I remember you saying that it was your brother that helped you get up off that canvas. Because it was, like I said, I never felt.
I was that close, you know. It was a very close fight, but it was obviously a winnable fight. So I knew I'm not going to get a better chance to become a world champion. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
You still can't believe you?
Nah, I still
can't believe you.
Still can't believe. You know, like you go to the British Boxing Board of Control Awards or the Boxing Writers Awards, and they reel off these amazing champions that I'm in awe of, and then at the end they then do the world champions, and I can't believe I'm in that bracket. And a lot of people probably can't believe I'm in that bracket, but you know, to be mentioned alongside them other world champions, it's just incredible.
Fair play to you, because you've done something a lot of fighters haven't done. So fair play to you. You can still see that, like I said, I can still feel the enthusiasm, the love, and everything that you have for the sport. Just the final question, because you've just finished your beer there, and I want to get one with you. So final question: we cannot leave this interview without talking about Katie Taylor quickly.
Yeah.
She's bidding to become a two-weight world champion. I mean, you're very knowledgeable of the sport. Just break down how much of achievement would this be for Katie if she?
Huge, and I'm a huge fan of her and her career, and of course what she's done for women's boxing. It's incredible. And, you know, she's class act outside and inside. I struggle with pronunciation. Linard
Datu.
There we go. I get bakered off everywhere I go. There's Darren Baker from World Champion. They both I said that the other day. They both fought Persoon, who Leonard Datu lost to her. I think it was unanimous, but not much in it. And Persoon, as we see against Katie Taylor, is a nightmare. She's on you, like she was a superhuman in MSG. That honestly, when I watched Katie Taylor in Madison Square Garden, I was lucky enough to be in a ringside, jibbed in. When we put working past, I jibbed
Dan
in.
Barker from World Champion.
Jibbed in. And honestly, when they was reading the result, I didn't think Katie Taylor was going to get it. So, you know, they both have that common opponent. Both had a tough fight against her. This isn't going to be a formality. I do believe Katie Taylor will win, but I think Linard Datu will. I'm glad I'm not No, it's been for the last couple of weeks. I ain't been able to pronounce the name. But yeah, I think the next. I think the fight will be great. Her opponent will have spells, but ultimately I think the class and will shine through for Katie Taylor. And again, just incredible what she's doing for the sport. It really is.
Good stuff. Great. Let's go and get another beer.
Let's have a beer, mate. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you for TV, Dan. Thank you very much, mate.